For this one, we have
Oh, wait,
we
before you
have Hope Van Dyne as original the character.
I hope you
Yeah,
weren't planning on telling me before you start, let's do something, because we're already live. Hello,
damn it.
ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. Uh, this is kind of awkward, because Bender was about to tell me something, but,
It can
yeah,
wait in the future.
yeah, yes.
Oh God, the Cheetle! Why? Why
Welcome
do you
back.
do this to me?
Yes, welcome back to the Mehvies. Today is more Hobbit. Next week is going to be a little early, because we're watching Toy Story at the dojo. But, yeah,
Yay!
for right now, time for some adventures of some short people. Is everybody
Yes.
ready to go?
Yep.
Yes.
In a 3, 2, 1.
It should have ended with this movie. It should not have gone to a
Yes,
third
it should.
movie.
I concur.
I don't necessarily agree, because here's the thing: the Hobbit trilogy runs at about a pace of 2 pages per minute of screen time, and while they probably could have used it a bit more efficiently, if they would have cut it down to just 2 films, and I know they had to do reshoots to make it 3 films, but if they'd cut it down to just 2 films from the book, it would have been anemic, I think.
My suggestion would have just been, if you can't do the 5 armies, which again, when we get to that, we'll see that why you should. I I think you should have just done Smaug, and that's it. Because realistically, that's kind of the whole point of the Hobbit. The Battle of the 5 Armies. I'm not saying it's not crucial, but adding that to as a third film, it just made it just made it an unnecessary trilogy that felt like it was bloated.
See, I hated how the Battle of the 5 Armies was essentially glossed over in the book, and I was really glad that we got to see more of it, you know?
Yeah, but it feels like it's just trying to be Rohan.
Eh, I don't know. I feel like this in Rohan, or we'll get to it when we get to it, but I feel like Rohan is different enough.
I suppose, yeah, but also too, what I don't like is that
Hey,
the
the
further,
Prancing Pony.
yeah, the Prancing Pony.
We'll
The
see.
more we get into
We'll
this,
see that in the next trilogy.
the more we move away from a certain Mr. Baggins.
Oh, it's Salem Saberhagen.
Mr. Belmont. Oh God.
Is this meat fresh from the wall?
I'll be there waiting for you at the end of the present.
So this is supposed to be a flashback.
Yes. And Thorin's getting a little bit paranoid.
Understandably so.
Yes.
Oh, the irony. He makes it to this meeting at the Prancing Pony, but when we get to the next trilogy, he's delayed.
Delayed because of an unexpected betrayal?
Sure, yes, I will have the wall meat. Is that what they call insulation these days?
By the way, I don't know how to feel about Magneto coming back for Avengers Mr. Doom. I don't feel so good.
God fucking damn it, Bender.
What?
That just caught me off guard.
What now?
That. Mr.
My
Doom,
joke.
I don't feel so good.
Oh.
I'm glad you liked that.
God fucking damn.
His head was thrown before me, and a hobbit from the future had screamed and fainted.
I kind of feel like that footage could have been in the first movie.
It should have been in the first movie.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't
case people don't
mind
know.
the story. It's the presentation of some of it is a little bit jank, you know.
Yeah.
And again, that is kind of a holdover from the way the Lord of the Rings was presented as a film. Because there's some stuff in the Lord of the Rings that was restructured for the movie from the book, and some of that was, some of it made perfect sense, and then there's some of it where, like in the flashback sequence that we see at the start of the third movie, and it's like, okay, I mean that works kind of, but you know, but it is more elegantly integrated than this is.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fresh Hobbit wall meat.
Also, we are watching the
Harvested by
extended
the
edition.
School of Whips.
Yep.
Yes, we are. There are people
The sad
who,
part is, when we get to the third one, there's not much of extension.
yeah, I remember watching.
Except for making it R-rated.
Yeah,
That
I remember when I watched the extended edition of Battle of the Five Armies on Blu-ray, it was essentially the exact same as the original. Just, some
Except-
extra, a couple of extra
Some extra
blood shots.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were rating it R for pirates.
That's sad. That the Hobbit an unexpected journey and the desolation of Smaug actually feel like more complete movies with their scenes put back in.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing is, everybody goes. They have each cut of these films has their own proponents. Personally, I don't think that you can watch any edition of Lord of the Rings except the extended editions. I kind of see the theatrical versions as like extended trailers for the proper versions. These, I kind of see them the same way. And now I've completely lost the plot of what I was trying to tell you guys, so I'm going to stop now.
It's okay.
I was hoping that by going back through my reasoning process, I would know what the hell I was talking about.
A very small burglar. A year later.
Very well done digital lighting, again, I must say. For a film that was made 14 years ago. Or, 12 years ago. Still quite pretty. Was that the T-Rex?
So when are the roar? The desolation of Smaug.
It's pronounced Smaug.
I know. I'm making a joke.
No,
here,
Smaug as in,
people, we're here to pull up for the desolation.
There's smog in there.
No, it's pronounced smog.
We're here to pull up for the
or Smaug.
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 Smeow.
It sounded like a gorilla.
Oh, he'll be fine as long as we buy him a pint.
I happen to have some old Toby. We can try tossing it into the air to distract it.
If you offer the bear a healthy toke of some old Toby, it'll be fine. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh.
Oh God! Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh.
Run to the hills, run for your lives. It has gone from sunrise to morning, meaning that they have.
You know,
been running
Alex,
for
I
quite
ended
some
up
time.
seeing. Yeah, Alex, I ended up seeing some spoof images of the casts of Lord of the Rings and whatnot, Photoshop up with like
My
big
name is
swole
Bulwer, and I'm
all
the
and
fastest dwarf alive.
a big swole
Look at
and
that.
buff body. Is as though they were just working out at the gym. And they're like,
Open the door. Have you tried knocking?
Have you tried the latch, you nitwits?
I like how Bilbo was more willing to stab a bitch.
he's like, does Bilbo Baggins have to stab a bitch?
You mean to tell me that a bear owns this house?
That's me mother. She's a bear. What about Hobbit?
You could have said something.
I did not think it would come up. Did the Hobbit just predict werewolves?
Nay. I hear a lot of horses voicing various objections.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep with the smell of horse manure.
You mean in cow manure?
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody have any objections? Nay. I'll take that as no objections. Nay. All right, the horses voiced no objections.
No. The master. I didn't know the master.
Perhaps it's the master builder.
Or perhaps it's the master hand.
No.
Oh,
Maybe it's Master
Now-
Mates.
Or maybe it's the master of puppets that is pulling your strings
maybe it's
and twisting your mind, smashing your dreams.
Maybe it's the master of our own fates.
Mumbo jumbo?
Maybe
Yes.
it's the Master of Illusion.
What?
The Master of Illusion.
Oh wait, Mumbo Jumbo is also the master of ceremonies, and he wants to set us straight. And with just a wave of his magic wand, he is master of your fate. That precious. Ooga chaka. Ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
I can't stop this feeling.
How many times are we going to keep referencing that song?
As many
More
times
times than I
as you
can
are
count.
as many times as you are willing to make the reference, I will continue it.
Look, it's ominous chanting, and I can't not think of that part of Hooked on a Feeling.
Fair enough.
I imagine many people were not too fond of the fact that Sauron was in this movie as the necromancer.
Well, canonically, he shouldn't be in this movie.
Well, the
It's
thing
less
is
of a
that
canon problem than the entirety of the Rings of Power is. So
You know what? That's fair. I can't argue.
and at the very least in the book, Sauron's fate was very ambiguous.
Well, see, the thing is, having Sauron be in this movie is like having the Joker be in a Batman Arkham prequel. These things are just inevitable.
Kinda.
Plus, the thing is, Sauron himself has taken on many forms, and him as a necromancer is certainly something.
I mean, that is something he can do.
Now,
Yep.
I will say, back when the original Hobbit book was written, there was no plan for the necromancer to be Sauron.
So what you're saying is, okay.
But
that man has no ass.
He was fairly heavily established as being a necromancer, probably that necromancer come the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, fucking hell. He's that large. I'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, wait, no, I'm completely mistaken. I just looked it up. And, no. Oh, so, yeah, Gandalf explains at the in the book version of Council of Elrond on that was a scene that was cut out of Fellowship, by the way, that we'll see later here. So I'll bring that up when we come to it. Never mind.
I just woke up, Mr. Gandalf. I haven't even had second breakfast.
What the bloody hell is second breakfast? You fat little son of a bitch.
You want to know how they would alert him? Or how they would greet him? Oh,
At least Bomber is on a diet. Can't hardly get fat eating nothing but raw carrots. Although you can turn orange.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Nope.
Oh. I'm going to be honest with you, Bilbo. I stole his cane. No use as my wife.
Oh, great. I hope you didn't get a good look at my lack of ass. Why would I be interested in that?
They've never found a man who looks more like a bear than this human being right here. Where did Bilbo go? Oh, there he is.
No, he's a hobbit. We are traveling with 13 naked dwarves that came from Rivendell. Oh, that's even worse.
Letting dwarves in Rivendell now.
and then there are the 4 half-naked hobbits and the half-naked wizard that were at Ram Ranch.
Oh, no.
You are now picturing
That was not the signal.
you are now picturing muscular Gandalf working out on the salmon ladder.
No.
Oh my god.
Why
Damn.
is he being offended by the
I don't know.
fact that
He's more offended by the fact that his companions are so fucking stupid.
Oh my god, you're all idiots.
Keep.
Bummer.
Get the fuck off my property. No. There you go.
That is a big fucking jug.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to defile their corpses by parading them around. Like,
Oh my.
seriously, they were messed up in the
Still
head.
To remove that shackle from your arm. For what particular reason?
I get the distinct impression, and that in some way, if the skin changers were a part of Tolkien or before this movie, I get the distinct impression that they might have inspired the the shapeshifters from Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a scene directly from the book. This is not
Okay.
this is not something Jackson invented.
Well, this is a sad day for the MCU because the Minecraft movie just overtook Captain America or New World, both
Somehow.
worldwide and domestically.
Oh, good fucking job. I don't even
Lagoos is what I was thinking of from the Tellius games.
Yeah. The giant were-rabbit creatures. Oh.
Actually those are Togwells.
Oh, the Togwells? Oh, okay. Who are the other ones?
I'm talking about the shapeshifters from the Fire Emblem series. We got Lagoos, we got Togwells, we've got Wolfskin and Kitsunes.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you about to say, Alex?
I was just gonna say, it's frankly embarrassing, and rightfully so, because that Captain America 4 is an abomination, but it should have been easy. But it's not. You're just fucking.
I just love how everyone says Dogodor.
Dulgaldor. Like Mordor.
Ah. Thanks, Collateral. Yeah. Well, we're fucked.
I like how Gandalf says all this stuff that Saruman told him with kind of an air of doubt about him.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Well, at least we don't have to travel by. All right.
Still a more realistic looking forest than the one from Maleficent.
Sure about that, Dracula? Why didn't they just say the distance in kilometers if they're filming in Australia and whatnot?
New Zealand, but yeah. Because I believe that was how it was written.
Yeah.
Precious.
Ah, Collateral. How much screen time can we give to her?
Enough?
Fair enough.
Maleficent came out the same year this film did.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, at least the ponies know their way back. Sorry, my dryer's being weird.
Cool.
So if you hear any weird noises,
Heard some squeaking. Yeah.
Bye, Gandalf.
Yeah.
I figured that your house had been invaded by giant mice.
if that were the case, I would be stabbing them. It was
A ring.
Well, I found a
Oh.
picture of these 18 half-naked cowgirls that appeared to be doing the do down at a place called Ram Ranch. It was quite the sight.
I don't like how movies cut out characters' inner dialogue with themselves, you know?
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me,
'Cause
the
they have
Phantom
to
Blood
do-
movie would... Alex, believe me, the Phantom Blood movie would piss you off.
I mean, I was already pissed off enough by the Harry Potter movies, so I can imagine Phantom Blood is going to be right down there. with all of those.
They removed Dio's inner monologue, which is supposed to help
fucking
us
stupid.
understand his mindset.
That's like if you were to just mute all of the inner monologues in Death Note.
Yeah, but then it would look funnier that way.
And then you just
so
have
that everybody
extended panning shots of people staring at each other.
Yeah. That's okay. Thorn Oakenshield will take care of Bilbo Baggins.
Thorin Oakenshield will use his Morning Star to whip all the bad guys.
He doesn't have it.
Bullshit, he doesn't have it.
He traded it for the Foe Cleaver. So in other words, Kevin, he traded his whip for a sword.
But he could have both.
Yeah, but have you seen Foe Cleaver? It's massive.
Yeah, but Morning Star is much bigger. It's much longer, too.
Well, I'm sure him trading away the Morningstar whip won't come back to bite him in the ass.
It will proceed to bite him directly in the ass.
Bite him directly in the donkey. Hope you like running, boys.
Do we go back? Come swimming. Oh, sorry, you guys meant me.
All right, Bilbo, time for a fastball special.
Little did we know that these were unused scenes in Peter Jackson's King Kong from 2005.
That is actually true.
And this is...
Which, by the way...
This is why Bilbo's mother sent him to acrobatic school.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if we ever do watch Peter Jackson's King Kong, that's gonna be a long one.
Yep.
That movie is
yeah.
over 3 hours long.
One of these, Kevin and I do have a plan to watch a bunch of, all those old King Kong Godzilla films eventually. We'll probably break them up into huge chunks the way we did James Bond, because...
I mean, yeah, but Peter Jackson's is, and that's if you don't choose the director's cut, which also adds in more shit.
Oh, jeez. He's like, right, I should remember who I'm traveling with.
Oh dear,
a bunch of retards and Thorin.
Retarded and Bomber is falling asleep while climbing. That's a very good sign.
Never go for retard.
For the record, I did try to say something.
Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said that this is Peter Jackson's King Kong. God damn it, why did you miss? Somebody grab Bombar's beard and haul him out of that fucking creek.
Well, Bomber's dead.
No, he's just tired. He's just very, very sleepy.
No, I think he's very much dead.
I'll get him very much out of this forest this time.
You guys hear that? Sounds like a bunch of spiders are whispering.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me, they understand. They talk to me. At least Peter Jackson has figured out that dropping frames is an unoptimal method of making something seem surreal, and he's decided to go for the morph effect instead, you know?
Oh dear. Oh, come on! Why does nobody listen to me?
Because they don't like him.
Nobody goes off trail. Nobody walks alone. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just... I swore last time I was going to stop making Rings of Power references, and I lied. I'm sorry.
I swear we were on the path, and then Thorin had to... Am I walking backwards like I'm Billie Jean?
We're walking backwards in circles.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Still a better usage of surreal imagery than the Star Wars sequels.
True.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that this is where Rian Johnson got his idea from.
I'm positive this is where he got it from.
Yeah.
Some people, I find it interesting how Doug Walker ends up believing that Thorin is the first dignified dwarf character that we get, and after
Oh,
Gimli kind of bumbles around in
Yeah.
Two Towers, and
No, he's full of shit.
Oh boy, you would not want to watch Cinematic Venom's review of The Lord of the Rings.
This is a great
what does
shot.
he say?
Oh, no. Okay, so Cinematic Venom has gone back on his original Lord of the Rings review because it was fucking dumb. But, he basically said that Gimli was dumb and wanted Sam and Frodo to die.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fucking stupid.
he admitted that was dumb. Like, he went back and he re-reviewed the entire trilogy again, and it was like, yeah, no, I fucked up on that. He also kept making gay jokes about Sam and Frodo.
Because of course he did.
Nah.
Oh dear. Hey, Aragog, you're not supposed to be in this movie.
Not yet.
Are you perhaps related to that one that lives up the mountain over in Mordor? The one who transforms into the witch with the sexy cleavage in the video games.
What?
Oh no, that's a... Have you played the Shadow of games?
No.
Bender?
I've played the first one.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
Yeah, okay, so, the big spider, what's her name? Fuck,
Oh! Oh!
Shelob. So, yeah, Shelob. I'll get to that when we watch. When we watch
Return of the King.
Yeah.
I believe Doug Walker has mentioned Sheila during their during one of their riffs.
God, that was such a cool pan. Like, it pans down as he's sliding down the tree.
Yep. Once again, Bilbo is more smarter and efficient with the ring than Frodo was.
Well, that's because Bilbo wasn't constantly. Yeah, because as if he tried using it, then he would be basically giving Sauron his location.
Mm-hmm.
True. Well, I'm saying he knew when and when not to use it.
I think it was probably better that Frodo didn't use it much, if ever.
I mean, story-wise, it's better that he didn't, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of who uses the ring more efficiently, it's Bilbo. Also helps that Bilbo actually, doesn't drop his sword at the sight of an enemy.
Yep.
What the frick is it?
It stings.
Oh, nice. And that's how it got the name.
Yep.
Sting.
Sending out an SOS.
Wrong Sting.
Well, I don't...
Sting from WCW/WWE/TNA/ACW. What are you doing here?
I don't remember how his theme song goes, or I'd sing it for you.
There are crows, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He lost it.
Oh, this is actually kind of horrifying. Hey, has anybody ever played Limbo?
Yeah. If I had a nickel for every time Peter Jackson had a spider scene in his movies, I have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's just funny that it's happened 3 times.
Well, whenever you give Peter Jackson a nickel, you know you're going to get it back. What the fuck is that? Is that a baby spider?
I think so.
I forgot about that weird albino-looking thing. Ah.
And the first sign that something is going wrong with Bilbo, when he refers to the ring as his.
So that's what? 3 body count? 3 kills?
Plus, did he kill? I can't remember if he killed any goblins on the way out.
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so yeah, that's 3.
That's already more than Frodo.
2 spiders and that thing.
Oh, I love this acting in Martin Freeman. You can see like he's conflicted. He can tell that something's wrong, and the ring is doing this to him.
But he opts to keep it.
Oh yeah, I mean, something's wrong, but it's been useful. So it's one of those.
Oh, here comes the elves. Here come the elves.
Hey, it's the elves. They're surfing the fucking spiders. Of course, it's the goddamn elves.
Oh, hi, Legolas, who is sir not supposed to be in this movie. And also original the character.
Yeah. Now I remember
played by Wasp.
Yeah, there is a hilarious video out there. All of Toriel's book dialogue, and it's the opening credits of this film. Her face. Thanks for watching.
That's how I sum up her character.
Yeah.
What?
Thanks for watching.
Hey,
your soon-to-be best friend,
Son of Gloin.
okay, just robbing them.
I remember
The foe cleaver.
I remember Evangeline Lilly talked about how much easier her stunts were when she was working on Lost than it was working on The Hobbit, because she does all of her own stunts, or did up to this point, I think. And I think she'd had like 2 children between Lost and this.
So when are we going to be taking the
Finally, somebody asked me a
Isengard
question.
Later. And she had apparently after labor like fucked up her abdominal muscles so much she had to have them like surgically reattached. And that made the stunt training for this film like hell on her body, essentially.
So basically, most of the time, whenever we see her stunts, it's not her.
No, she does her own stunts in the next film, but
for this film,
it was very difficult.
Yeah, because she was recovering from pregnancy.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Yeah.
That reminds me when Scarlett Johansson had to film her scenes while pregnant, but she could not do any stunts.
Yeah. And that's why you'll see like some of the Black Widow's shots are like shot with a wig very distinctly in Black Widow's face.
Oh.
Do you take me for a woman? Is it because I don't have a beard? I can grow one out for you if you like.
Apparently he wants to do this thing called snoo.
So would the child of a dwarf and an elf be a human?
Yes.
Maybe.
This is what
Alright.
happens when Gandalf leaves.
I wonder if they accidentally knocked the doors off while shooting these scenes. Because I remember the first take in Civil War, Sebastian Stan actually did just punch the glass out of his cell.
Hey, it's Ronan the Accuser again.
Yay.
I was wondering, that's Lee Pace.
Yep.
Yes. Minus all of the blue makeup he will be sporting next year. Excuse me.
You see, Thorin, you would easily gain more allies if you swallowed your pride,
Yeah.
but you didn't. Thorin.
You're not Zuko.
No, you're not.
Also, Thorin, your grandfather brought that upon him.
That's true.
Is this some kind of illusion, or are you, like, what the fuck is that? I've never been entirely clear on what that was. If he was projecting an image of his face before it was healed, or if he's just projecting an illusion now to make himself look not fucked up, you know? Not like Harvey Dent. Sorry, can you speak up? We can't fucking hear you. My lord, have you considered nuclear weapons? If we nuke the spiders from orbit, we can definitely be sure.
Meanwhile, Hishi ended up doing this weird thing where they were pretty much mocking the quote-unquote romance of these two.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can understand it. It's a little bit ridiculous.
It is.
Yes. It is weird these two have a romance when it just comes out of nowhere.
It's an interesting concept. I don't think it's a bad idea.
No.
The idea that, like, part of the problem is that it doesn't really go anywhere.
No, it doesn't, because that's kind of the problem of this. It's kind of a problem. When you take away from the book and you add in shit like this, it kind of turns this movie into a bloated mess.
And this is before they did the reshoots.
Yeah. Also, where's Bilbo in all this?
Bilbo's off doing something else.
Yeah, because Bilbo was, supposed to be the main character we follow. I mean, I don't mind that I know that
we're... guys.
Yes.
Now, here's an idea. What if instead of whoever plays Keeley in this movie, we get Paul Rudd?
Sure, that could work. Paul Rudd is elf.
Paul Rudd is just an elf in real life.
He really is.
I'm talking. So Paul Rudd as Keeley.
Imagine.
Yes. Paul Rudd would have to put on a New Zealand accent, be like.
Now imagine. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're not gonna make me believe that Legolas has a romance with her.
No,
that was the most, like, I don't mind her and Keeley, because like they do, they have their conversations, and they get their little weird cultural exchange thing going on. Legolas is like off on a different thing, like,
if Legolas is going to fall in love with anybody, it's Gimli.
Why Gimli?
Why not?
Well, yeah.
You can't tell me there's not some kind of spark between them.
There is no spark between them.
You don't know.
I know. The only spark between them is a wholesome friendship that lasts for centuries. So Bilbo is pretty much carrying his team.
Well, yes.
I'm big and chunky.
I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Bilbo be like,
I swear. I love how on the Lord of the Rings wiki they say, Legolas, race, elf, height, tall. But very helpful, guys. Thank you.
Yes, very helpful indeed.
Now,
at least as much as I don't like how Bleach Wiki does, I was thinking they'll at least give us height in centimeters for their characters.
Oh my god, the stupid door.
Now I can't even remember. There was some movie that ripped this whole sequence off.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily talking about like the one from the movie. I'm talking about the one from the book. I can't remember what it was, but it irritated me so at the time because it was just so fucking obvious. It's like you're doing the barrel escape from the Hobbit and you're trying to make it.
Bilbo. Bilbo.
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to get in one of those.
Oh, Bilbo. Bilbo, pull the damn mechanism again. Jump.
Oh dear.
Oh, there you go. Haha.
Oh no, don't thank me.
Wait, we forgot our weapon. How come?
Oh, don't worry, they get better ones.
Now, some of these shots are done using a GoPro camera, and it's really obvious. But
Yeah. Very.
you're not sticking an 8K IMAX camera on one of these things.
Nope.
No.
Ricola.
I can understand why, if you wanted a POV shot, yeah, like see this right here, that shot on a GoPro. It's not as obvious as it probably would have been during the theatrical showings.
Yeah. Well, they fixed it on the Blu-rays.
Yeah, because, well, also during the theatrical showings, they had to double the frame rate to 48 FPS. Excuse me, 48 FPS.
Ow.
Oh dear, the orcs have come to our rescue.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, glow effect on Sting.
Up, Keely.
Yeah, I remember when the GoPro was like the next big thing in cameras. It was
Oh.
you remember how people started shooting movies on iPhones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Grab it! Grab it! Now, to be perfectly fair, being shot in the thigh is really fucking painful, especially right above the kneecap.
Yeah.
Yep. Come here. Ooh. As if we need to be reminded of how perfect Legolas is.
Now, I will say, apparently there were plans for one of the unnamed elves in this sequence to have been Legolas, but you know, that's based on some kind of sketchy draft notes that Tolkien left behind. And there certainly wasn't any plan for there to be a love triangle between him and a dwarf.
Oh, Keely's going to be in a lot of pain for a while.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh god, that. Yeah, it's like
That was
shot,
obvious, a
That shot was a
GoPro.
fucking go. Yeah, that shot was an upscaled from a 20.
Yep,
Yeah, some of this
there's
stuff
another.
was upscaled from like 2012 GoPros. And like the GoPro was awesome for action cam footage on YouTube back in the day, and like I said, I can definitely see.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go again.
I can definitely see why they'd go with something like that rather than one of the, trying to put one of the 8K IMAX cameras they used for this in a box.
Yeah.
But, because economically speaking, you destroy one of those, that's like $100,000 worth of budget down the drain. Michael Bay and Christopher Nolan both destroyed IMAX cameras, and it cost a lot of fucking money to replace them. At least Nolan did his for a good movie. Michael Bay did his for, I think it was Transformers. It was either 2 or 3, and it was just some shot where I think it was the truck that was Optimus Prime, slid off the road into the rig.
Ow! Ah! Oh, nice teamwork there.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yep.
Ow.
Also,
And-
Cinema Sins hated this sequence.
Of course he hated it.
It's straight out of the book.
Yeah, but Jeremy says the book doesn't matter.
Well, I'm
But-
talking about this specific part.
But that's so fucking cool. Look.
Jeremy's an idiot.
Jeremy's like, I hate this thing called fun. Let me advertise how much I hate fun.
But it was so fucking cool, though. It was one uninterrupted shot of Bomber running around.
Kicking
and
ass.
Yeah. Get off of us. You're heavier than you think you are. I know you're light enough to walk on snow, but you're breaking me neck.
Like, it's like, oh, I hope I'm breaking your neck.
Hang 10.
Seriously, it's sequences like this that make people believe that Legolas should have owned the entirety of Mordor.
I mean, he should have.
I believe Orlando Bloom made more money off of this film alone than he did off the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. So
Well,
you can
yeah,
see-
because it's been documented that they were not paid a lot of money, or they were
Dude.
barely paid anything.
Yeah. Like the cast of... I imagine that Sean Connery would have gotten a huge payday if he'd have played Gandalf, but
Yeah, he would have.
I think everybody else made between like 40 and 50 grand for the movie, which is almost criminal. Considering the amount of shit that they went through. Like,
Well, they were all new
I
actors.
swear,
yeah.
if I
But
have
I
to
will-
climb another
like-
goddamn mountain again, I am going to strangle someone.
Your good news, guys. It's up that mountain.
yeah. Like,
And if we look to our left, we can see Heath Ledger, and whoever else was in Brokeback Mountain doing a heated makeout session.
Yep.
Come on,
yeah,
everybody.
so-
You see,
yeah, Elijah...
come on, everybody has made that joke.
Oh yeah, Elijah Wood stepped on a piece of glass that got shoved through his foot. Orlando Bloom dislocated his knee. Fucking,
Sean Austin stepped on a piece of hard wire for the first movie with the
yeah, I was
boat.
gonna say.
And let us
Sean
never
Astin-
forget.
Sean
And let
Astin
us never
tore his
forget
foot
the
open, too.
infamous moment. Let us never forget the infamous moment where Viggo Mortensen stepped on a Lego.
Yeah.
How did he respond? Oh my! I appear to have stepped on a Lego.
And then. Oh
Lego,
wait, no.
my ego.
No, It was the scale double for Gimli dislocated his knee, and Orlando Bloom had a horse land on top of him and broke 2 of his ribs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the
Oh, hi,
and of
Radagast.
course, of course, Viggo Mortensen.
Yay.
Viggo Mortensen broke 2 toes, and that all happened within the space of about a week, and they had to film
Yep.
like a big running scene a couple of days later.
I do like how he brought back Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah.
A servant of the most evil son of a bitch in all of fiction. Nine. Oh, bugger all. The enemy has reappeared. And then it will go to the west, then to the north, and then to the south.
Uh,
I think that had to have been a reshoot because the
It was.
background, yeah, the background
Oh,
looked
dear.
really blurry there, as opposed to this, which is definitely shot on location. Oh, hi, Bard the Bowman.
Oh.
Played by a man who I will persistently and forever confuse with Orlando Bloom.
Oh, Luke Evans.
Yeah, when I first saw Luke Evans in this film,
no!
yeah,
No!
when
No!
I first saw Luke Evans,
No! No!
why no?
Because he's in the Beauty and the Beast remake.
Yeah.
No!
When I first saw Luke Evans in this film, I thought, it's kind of strange that they cast Orlando Bloom in 2 roles in this movie. That was legitimately what I thought. I can't tell these 2 apart.
Yeah, they look like twins.
I can, because that's Gaston in the remake.
I know that, but then, and when so in the 3 Musketeers, you remember that Paul W.S. Anderson's The 3 Musketeers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was convinced that he was Aramis, that Orlando Bloom was Aramis until I saw him as the Duke of Buckingham later in the movie. And I realized, oh wait, one of these is Luke Evans.
No, do not pay Gaston anything.
This is literally Han Solo and Chewbacca getting paid.
It was like if he had 12 Chewbaccas with him.
He then has to chat it up with Josh Brolin over Discord.
Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near.
Yes. Sexist bastard.
Do you like dying too? Lord of the Rings fans to this character in general.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want her to stay because she doesn't do anything to contribute to the story. Speak.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Dad, could you maybe slake your bloodlust with something else before we...
So
waited
you wish...
until after he was done telling us everything?
He then opens up Pornhub and masturbates to the sight of of orcs getting killed in bloody ways.
Welcome to Orc Hub.
Orc
Hub.
Yes.
Orc Hub is a crossover between Live Leak and Pornhub.
Oh, yes. The orcs getting beheaded in brutal ways. Yeah!
Legolas? I don't know how to tell you this, but your mother and I are expecting to give you a younger brother.
Oh.
And how do you figure that?
Father, I please... I don't need to know what you use for Viagra, and I don't need to know that they're more... I'm going to have more siblings. You can stop anytime you want.
And then you hear as they're doing the theme to Friends.
So no one told you life
was gonna be this way.
You tried to choke your bone in the lasting way. Seems like you're always stuck in second gear. 'Cause it hasn't been a day, a week, a month, or even your year, but I'll be there for you. When it starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before.
Is nobody going to ask where Frodo is?
Frodo?
I'm sorry, where Bilbo is.
He's right there.
Yeah, we don't. Look, man, just do it.
Smells fishier than an elf's snooch in here.
I'm sure Keely would know all about it. I am in so much pain right now. Why would I ever talk about an elf snooch? Oh! What, none of you guys got something to add to that?
No, I think that's the riff pretty well done.
And I have lots to complain about.
Cold and tired. Need a hot bath. Oh,
Oh,
would you
fuck
look
this
at that?
guy.
Oh, would you look at that? It's the it's a character from Les Miserables.
If Russell Crowe comes in and says, "And I'm Trevor,"
Do not forget,
do not forget my name.
Do not forget me. 24601.
Okay, one of the dwarves should jump out, snap the guy's neck, and then be like, yeah.
Ah. Stop.
Stop, don't come back.
Raise the gate. Lower the gate. Open the gate a little.
Look at how nice this place looks in terms of the wide shot.
I mean, it's
Oh,
no
pugs.
Shire, but it's good.
Someone's been stirring the pot. Oh, hi, Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry.
Jobs.
Dealing with these changes, violently changes. I mean, you know,
Everyone.
shirkers in a realm of people demanding jobs. Oh, God. Oh, it's the Liver King.
Wow. Sexy.
Workable.
God.
Wait, what was that part about sexiness? Oh, I didn't stutter.
I didn't say anything.
Cute, I know I'm sexy. Got the looks that drive girls wild. I got the moves.
Sir, please stop
Hey.
twerking in front of me. It is so fucking weird.
And shivers up and down their spine.
Oh, God.
But where's
You know-
Bill?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I always...
watching me.
Where's Bilbo?
Have no privacy.
Sorry.
Is there
There
a
he
Bilbo?
is.
Oh, there he is.
Why do you always ask where Bilbo is?
Because this is his trilogy.
No, it isn't.
I mean,
It is the
called
trilogy-
The Hobbit.
No, it is called Thorin Oakenshield, featuring a hobbit.
Thorin Oakenshield, featuring a Hobbit from the
From the
Dwarves May
Shire?
Cry games.
Boy. That's very rude.
Yeah,
There's a Wilhelm.
that didn't sound like a recording of the Wilhelm scream. That sounded like somebody on set doing the Wilhelm scream, you know?
They probably did do a Wilhelm screen on set.
Because I know, like, I have the original recording of the Wilhelm scream on my hard drive. I've used
Remember
it
that Dragon Ball Z Kai used the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah, I've used
Oh,
it
yeah.
in quite a few things.
Ow. Uh,
I would know. I saw her in that last night.
Oh.
Does anybody remember that one time when anytime someone mentions the deliverer, you just hear a chorus going, "Deliver us"?
deliver us.
Bender, you were not there for that commentary.
I was not. I feel bad I wasn't.
Well, not just Prince of Egypt, but also Ten Commandments.
That too, which I have semi-seen in full.
Okay, Alex, would you care to explain why we made that running gag?
I'm sorry, I kind of spaced out. I was watching those two guys put their fishing rods across.
What's the deal about the deliver us meme?
What's the deal
Okay.
with Deliver Us?
Okay, so you know how in both movies they are seeking out the Hebrews wish to be delivered.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So
Ew.
anytime someone in the movie in the Ten Commandments film
Oh.
mentions a deliverer, or
No, they
or
won't.
or we hear a chorus in the background saying "Deliver us," and they'd be like, "What was that? Do you not hear that?"
You've seen a go.
Ghosto!
A ghost. Sorry, I had to quote Knuckles there.
Okay.
Let us never forget that at Knuckles the Echidna ended up being afraid of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
As he should be,
Why?
because he's horrifying.
No, he isn't. Casper's friendly.
Not that version.
What do you mean, not that version?
He's creepy as hell, Kevin.
What are you on about?
He literally whispered to Christina Ricci asking,
You are on something, Bender.
I have seen Nostalgia Critics' review of that movie, Kevin, and the CG for Casper was creepy as fuck.
That is peak delusional thinking on your part.
It is a
Now, Grant,
odd
it's
looking
not a
film,
great
I'll
movie.
say.
Yeah,
Ew.
even Christina Ricci doesn't like it. She had to be in it.
Christina Ricci had to be in a lot of things.
You know who else was in that film? Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, one of the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he made a cameo.
Uh,
Who are you gonna call? Somebody else.
Ghostbusters! Oh.
Duh.
Appears to be. Whosoever holds this hammer, if it be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
What?
But Thor is standing right across from me. Thor doesn't use a hammer.
Hey, got a point.
Home.
Sure. Crap. Ew.
That is a
This didn't
lot
get a
of.
rated R cut.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say something earlier. I can't remember what was leading into it, but I never really understood why Battle of the Five Armies was R-rated. Like I've seen PG-13s that have more like violence and gore in it, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's like with Justice League. Justice League has an R rating, and it doesn't have the same level of violence or nudity as some R-rated films that I've seen. Like, okay, so I can understand R-rated Batman v Superman, right? You know, you get
Yeah.
the bat ass in the film, right? What is there to make Justice League R-rated? Because it's is it the decapitation scene? Is it cutting the horn off? Is like what? What's the R-rated there? Because I can't fucking tell. It only has one F-bomb.
I don't know.
I've seen things that aired on TV that were more violent than and that were gorier and, you know, more vulgar in language. You know?
Yeah. No. Okay. Nah, I tried to stop him. I did.
What did you even do to stop them?
I told them to politely stay, but they didn't. They're probably some of the rudest dwarfs and hobbits I've ever seen. Also, Dad, why am I Scottish?
I
thought
don't
the dwarves
fucking
were
know.
supposed to be Scottish. Why are we Scottish too? Now, who let Captain Clumsy Clogs into the burglary? We should have just sent the burglar.
nostalgia ton.
Son of many other things that may be a that may be similar to Norse deities. Yeah. Yeah! Fuck the Disney Channel!
Everyone stops. What did you say? I thought we were sticking it to Disney. Aww.
I suppose we're pulling this out of the fire now.
Says you. Nah.
What say you, fat bastard?
Yay!
Woo! Oh, fuck Disney XD!
Yeah. Yeah.
Disney XD had 3 good series. Fuck you.
Disney XD, the Disney XD website replaced the Jetix website, and the Jetix website had a bunch of really good games on it. The Disney
Okay,
XD
I can't argue with that.
website had very few good games on it.
You know what? I can't argue that.
Yeah, the best one it had was an Aaron Stone game, and Aaron Stone wasn't even that good of a show.
We've got an hour and 20 minutes left. Hopefully, see some Smaug. I was told there would be Smaug.
This is the conversation. Yeah, it's essentially the conversation of can you lift your shield from 300?
Na-na-na-na.
Ow!
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
Gotta finish my brandy before I go.
Yeah. What? Why are we cheering?
Fuck Disney Plus!
Yeah.
Okay, that I will agree. They don't even have Buzz Lightyear Star Command on there. The bastards.
They don't want to acknowledge that that show exists.
And they're evil for that. That show was amazing.
That was so...
They're posting his name on Twitter.
So much fucking better. So much
Then Lightyear.
fucking better.
Patrick
so much-
Warburton was a better Buzz Lightyear than Chris Evans.
Yeah. So much better show. Movie and show.
They're also taking forever on the damn Darkwing Duck reboot.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW.
Darkwing Duck. You gotta respect my authority.
Respect my authority. He had a bad reaction to an apple. How do you have a bad reaction to an apple?
He's very allergic to certain arrow tips. It's quite strange.
We didn't even bring an EpiPen for him.
The fuck is an EpiPen?
Oh, right. You don't know what that is.
Guys, I think I'm gonna puke again.
Guys, I think I'm gonna die.
Why are we depicting them as though they have next to no stamina?
They're dwarfs. Oh, look, it's a bird. An obvious CG bird, but a bird nonetheless.
Everyone's heard about the bird.
Bird. Bird is the word. Bird is the word.
Man, that song is annoying, says Peter before with the record scratch.
It is. Also, hey, look at that. They all got a change of clothes.
Except for Bilbo.
No, Bilbo
Bilbo
did get
just has-
mostly a change of clothes.
Yeah, Bilbo's just wearing a robe.
Roll
he
credits.
got it.
Title drop.
Roll credits.
We're off to see the
Wow.
wizard.
Gandalf being white is something that is in a term.
Gandalf is doing his own little journey.
He does always say, a wizard is never late,
Yes.
nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
And this is a scene that was described in Fellowship of the Ring during the Council of Elrond, but not actually gotten into. It
was also deleted in the theatrical cut.
Which is kind of unfortunate because this is a little bit of a crucial scene here.
Yeah, it is.
A lot more crucial than some of the ones they actually put in the theatrical cut.
Yeah, did we really need so much of that time? There's a lot of
Yeah.
dragging.
Granted, Evangeline Lilly, I would if I'm a handsome dwarf and a sexy elf starts coming on to me. Sure,
Yeah,
but
but
we
did
didn't
you really
have
need
to
to
have that
prioritize?
in the theatrical cut, as
I
opposed
could
to
see why
this.
Guillermo del Toro left this project.
Well, Warner Brothers did want the film to be a full trilogy, and apparently they insisted on there being a romance
Yeah, I can see
for
why he left.
maximum commercial appeal.
And Guillermo del Toro does not do maximum commercial appeal movies.
No.
Hence why Hellboy didn't really do all that hot in the box office.
Which sucks because his Hellboy films were way better than the other two we wound up with.
Yeah.
What other two? We didn't get any other two.
No,
There were
Hellboy
other-
movies.
there were-
definitely wasn't another Hellboy film with David Arbor.
That came out last year.
Well, that what I was more talking about the other reboot movie where they completely fucked up his character and it.
David Harbour was the best person to play him.
Well, at the very
David
least, we
Arbor
didn't
could
get.
have been a good Hellboy. Here's the problem.
Well, at least we didn't get
The
a.
script was dog shit.
At least we didn't get a variant of Mila Jovovich without Paul W.S. Anderson. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, I have my sword, and I have my magnum, and my staff. Why do you need a magnum to shoot a bitch? Gandalf reveals that he has Barry Burton's magnum.
The Colt Python.
You want to know what Gandalf had to do to get that magnum?
What did he have to do?
He had to choose the ending where Barry Burton dies.
Oh dear.
Bender, I don't think I ever told you this story, but back before we ended up forming the collab channel, Alex and I were doing like a racing stream on Resident Evil 1.
For the remake that was ported to PS4.
And I was playing as Jill while Alex was playing as Chris, and when I got to the part where Lisa Trevor shows up again, and it was like, oh, hi, Thrain. Anyway, so when I ended up getting to that part,
don't doubt that this
I think I was mashing the button a little too much, and I killed Barry.
Oh my god, you killed Barry, you bastard!
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I accidentally killed Barry.
I accidentally killed Wesker during that fight. That's a judo move. That's Tomoe Nage. Gandalf has been to the Middle-earth equivalent of Japan.
I believe this sequence was also removed from the theatrical version. Which, by the way, it ended up This ends up leading into one of the worst usages of the Wilhelm scream I've ever heard in my life. The record.
Gandalf, will I ever see the light?
The answer is no.
Did I at least get snoo?
I'm afraid you are still very much a virgin.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait, you have a son. Never mind. You did get snoo well before. But not during. Not after you had your son. He defiled me in ways that I did not like to imagine. You then
Gandalf.
hear Azog doing his defiling act to the tune of Tenacious D's karate.
He did cock push-ups on me, Gandalf. Cock push-up. Ow. Please don't lick that blade.
Azog then proceeds to French kiss it.
Oh, that's unsanitary. Ugh. Ooh, shit.
That's unfortunate.
That means all of the rings for the Dwarf Lords are gone. Oh, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Oh.
Welcome to your mad delusion.
Who plays Thorin's grandfather? I'm sorry, father.
Thrain.
Brain.
Thrain, Thomas Robbins.
Thomas Robbins.
Oh wait, no. I believe this is Sir Anthony Sher, yes.
Yeah, Anthony Sher.
Yeah, so
Sher.
he plays
Oh my
the
god,
older,
that is so cool.
Yeah, he plays the older version of him. He died in 2021.
Oh,
Shit.
Yeah.
we're losing some of the cast.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not the young ones.
Apparently, Richard Armitage and Christopher Lee's niece were in the Royal Shakespeare's Company's production of Macbeth together.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, put your dick away. We can use the key to find it, not your penis.
Write it down, damn it.
Blunt the axes, bend the forks.
Damn, they gave up now.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a piece of one of the axes down there. I didn't notice that the first time I watched this.
Yeah.
I hope that my training from Mr. Sherlock pays off.
Oh, there's some light. Not from the sun, but from the moon.
What
Why
would
did
the
nobody
last
else think
light of the day be? Oh my god!
Hey, guys, maybe y'all should come back. I think I found it.
Hey, morons! Fucking morons! Climb
Hey,
back up!
Hey, dipshits, retards, get up here. You too, Thorin.
Put the key in. Ah, put the damn. Didn't they drop the key?
Yeah, the key's right there somewhere. No.
Oh shit! Oh,
Thank
God.
you.
Aw, Thorn didn't give up on him.
Crazy little hobbit.
How about a thank you, Thorin? How about a thank you, all of you? I'm sorry, this key doesn't fit. You'll need to get a new key. Damn it! Once again, Bilbo gets no credit. That's nice.
Yep, just me over
This
here
is signal.
single-handedly carrying the entire party again.
And Thorin's like, go, oh Bilbo, go. Oh, yes, I'm going, for God's sake.
All I seem to do.
I have to imagine how buff Bilbo will be after carrying all of these guys and Bomber.
And his back's probably going to give out.
No, it's Mac's gonna give out, then it's gonna become super buff up and swole. Oh, and he's just suddenly gonna look like he's a small bodybuilder. Look, I'm trying, okay? What do you want from me? It is said that the Arkenstone
Oh. Pigs.
Marijuana.
all that dank weed and purple kush.
The only cure for this poison is THC.
And cowbell.
Kelly, you'll be all right. I've got a fever, Kelly, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Please don't.
Right. Yeah.
No
Right.
pressure. Are you sure we're Legion? I don't know.
Legion, that really stupid new computer thing from one of the Terminator sequels.
Oh dear. There's our necromancer.
Yep.
And now we're going to get the worst usage of the Wilhelm scream, Alex. There it is.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
It was.
You couldn't have just gotten the actor to do it. You couldn't have just gotten any other. You couldn't have gotten get Benedict Cumberbatch to do it while he's doing the fucking necromancer voice for this scene.
Jeez, Gandalf is getting his ass kicked by a black cloud. And now a magic eye. Oh no, there goes his staff. Not going to be the first time. Not going to be the last time he loses that. Boom, 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 boom. Are you ready? Boom, boom, boom,
shit.
boom, 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 boom. Are you ready?
I love the way they depict Sauron here. Because that just looks so cool. Like,
it looks better than most Marvel visual effects these days.
Yeah, the sheer the silhouette of the armor and the helmet, how it looks like the pupil of a vertically slitted fiery eye.
Oh man.
Oh man.
We're about to get to the best effect in this whole movie.
Yep. Nope, not at home at all. Nope. He's not
just
at home.
come in and steal his shit.
We're just gonna come in.
Okay, so first off, I'm already irritated that Rings of Power can't pull off visual effects that look this good with a higher budget. Second, I'm going to be so fucking pissed if the Harry Potter if the Harry Potter HBO show looks worse than this.
Yeah.
And guess what, Alex? It'll make you
probably.
No.
Yeah.
You want to know what it's going to end up doing, Alex?
What?
It's going to make you act like this towards the films. Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
No, there's no way I would have treated those films too harshly. They were dog shit.
You say that now.
No, just it's like how if the new Fantastic Four movie is really bad, it's not going to make me treat Josh Trank's Fantastic Four better, you know? And I'm not blaming that entirely on him. It's just like, you know, a new shitty Dragon Ball movie does not make...
Damn it, Bilbo!
Does not make Dragon Ball Evolution better, you know? Like, I'll appreciate the good things that those stupid fucking movies did, but there's still way too much that's bad in them and way too many things that they changed that created problems for me to consider them anything other than trash.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. Oh.
And that was when Bilbo Baggins realized he done fucked up, son. I went from Morgan Freeman into Wilford Brimley.
All right, nobody move. Dragons can't see you if you don't move. Oh, wait, that's T-Rexes. Never mind.
That's the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I can smell
Were you genuinely expecting me to be a fucking retard?
Oh, I was kind of hoping, yes.
Well, then, you should set your expectations considerably lower.
for Joe Biden.
I already set them to rock bottom. How much further do you want me to go? Even deeper than that.
To the core
That's
of
literally
the planet.
inconceivable.
You keep
Don't
using that word.
Make
I do not think it means
Bilbo's just sitting there trying to look
what you think it
casual.
means.
Yep.
Try to look casual. Try to look casual. He won't notice you if he thinks you'll pop.
fly casually. Keep your distance, Bilbo, but don't look like you're keeping. Does that hobbit have a clearance code? It's an odor code, Mr. Smaug, but it checks out.
How does that make any sense?
How does that make sense? Actually, who are you? How did you get in here? What are you talking? What's a clearance code?
Oh,
Holy
goodness.
fuck.
Yeah, you won't see a good dragon effect like this until Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah, God, and that was, hold on,
And that was...
6 years
sick-
later.
Yep. Because King Ghidorah looks amazing.
That's just my natural mind.
Why are Hobbit feet
Ma-
so fucking big? So
Stop saying much.
they evolved to not
God.
need shoes.
Yeah, this was the film that made me really Benedict Cumberbatch.
They
Was the
I'd been a fan of his since Sherlock.
is not only doing the voice, but he did the motion capture as well.
I know.
Yes, he did.
It
He
was
actually had to learn how to
insane.
do these movies.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck bird. A duck
So
tales.
Smaug
Whoa.
can see you.
You know, Family Guy ended up making a interesting
They evolved
spoof
to not need
on the
shoes. How
whole.
does that make any fucking sense? The actual reason is fetishes. Get it right. No, I
Uh-oh.
think Tolkien had like a reason, but I don't remember what it was. Oh God.
Oh God. Oh God. Shut up. Shut up. Oh shit. Fuck.
I
He's good on his feet. He's thinking up ways to get past Smaug. You know.
Adult Swim's DuckTales, sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're not exactly as tall as I imagined.
I never skip wing day.
So,
Just cut to-
how
just cut
tall
to-
did you think I would be? Well,
No,
there
no,
was this
cut-
three-headed dragon that was well over 150 meters.
Just cut to Revenge of the Sith.
him.
Oh. Just cut to Revenge of the
I
Sith.
swear that alien has been stealing my thunder, figuratively and very, very literally.
No, guys. It just cuts to Revenge of the Sith. Bilbo Baggins. Smaug, you're shorter than I expected.
And I expected someone older.
Bolder, and a bit more of a daring badass. You know how they did a movie of Teen Titans Go watching Space Jam like a reaction? I'm like, yeah.
Oh dear.
That's how we know we went downhill.
No, how we know we truly went downhill is when Teen Titans Go started to indulge in the writer's barely disguised fetish.
You mean the Teen Titans in diapers?
Yeah.
That's a recent
Aquafina.
episode.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force watches Lord of the Rings, make it happen, WB. That would unironically be quite. I would unironically watch that.
Yeah,
Smiling Friends watches Man of Steel.
there you go.
You know, Clark, it seems like he's made up his mind.
Oh, he's almost. Oh,
They were oh so delicious.
there it is, almost there. Shit!
Ooh.
Ow. I think things are going wrong.
My lad was a dragon. That trailer shot. Oh man.
I am in so much agony right now.
Well, we're all doomed.
Just go anywhere. Make a series of Timon and Pumbaa. Ben, what you are suggesting is Seth Rogen and
Make a series
who
of Timon and Pumbaa watching the Disney movies and prints money. Only if we get Nathan Lane
and Ernie Sabella.
And Ernie Sabella.
But no, we'll get Seth Rogen and what's his face from the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think he would not be able to maneuver in here, but no,
No, not the remake cast. Yeah, no.
That's sadly who they're going to end up going with.
Yeah.
Yep. If only there was a hot blonde whose specialty is never missing with arrows who could shoot this arrow.
If only he were actually in town. Allow me to apply my
Legolas,
eye. I will be completely indistinguishable from him. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles watch the Mario movie.
What were you going to say, Kevin?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
What were you going to
Because
say
the
about
movie versions of Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are owned by Paramount, and the movie version of Mario is owned by Universal.
Yeah.
What were you going to say about Legolas?
Legolas is just standing there. They're posing fabulously for the camera.
Damn it, man! Pull an arrow! That doesn't make sense.
All right, let's take it for assault then.
Legolas is like,
That's fair play.
should I do something or should I not?
Do something.
Nah, I shouldn't do anything. I should continue posing fabulously for the camera.
I should continue pondering over my hot girlfriend.
Strike a pose.
And you say, hurrah!
I hope you know your pain for that. Ow.
By the way, Alex, they've been making more Invincible memes.
Okay.
Oh, now character regress. I hate that.
I hate it too.
Thorin literally established a friendship with him. Of course he would go in there. No, I just thought it would look good with my collection.
No, I have this giant golden glove. I'm trying to put a bunch of shiny rocks in. There's a hedgehog who needs glowing rocks to turn golden.
Oh yeah.
Interesting how Smaug just knows of all of this.
Well, he knows because he read the script.
Well, yeah, Sauron's been at his little plan for hundreds of years now.
Smaug just happens to have this knowledge.
Smaug knows because he's been around. Homelander and Omni-Man watch Captain Marvel. Why?
You could not pay if Anthony Starr isn't too much of a tool bag to want. Not.
I remember when the cast the cast were asked, point at the actor who's most like his character, and Anthony was genuinely offended when they all pointed at him.
Meanwhile, J.K. Simmons would be like, all right, sure, pay me.
As long as you get me pictures of Spider-Man by the end of the day.
J.K. Simmons literally couldn't care less as about certain things. He just, he just wants to get paid at the end of the day.
Oh,
as any actor does. I remember seeing the video of Benedict recording this in the mocap studio.
Yeah. And you don't even want to know what my penis is made of. I would not.
My scales are pineapple.
Oh, nothing. What do you mean?
J.K. Simmons was in the Postal movie. We could get him if we had the money. Yes. Probably. I mean, you can get anybody if you have the money.
Ha
Meanwhile,
You're all gonna die. I hope you know that. Locking up somebody is kind of, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like sending a man to death row when basically there's a nuke that's about to drop.
What would you care for your last meal to be?
I want
gasoline so that we can leave. Gasoline so that I can die faster.
Yeah, that'll do it. Just get a gun and shoot me in the back of the head. That's what I want from my last meal.
Listen, anything, a bullet. I will take a bullet over nuclear hellfire.
No, wait. Even better. A gun that shoots another gun that shoots chainsaw bullets.
Yeah, there you go. That'll do it.
I'm guessing you've no idea what I'm saying.
Ow.
I know Alex would know.
Yeah,
I don't.
It's code meant.
Oh.
Excuse me.
How about a gun that shoot? How about a gun that when it fires the bullet, you can curve it?
I'm gonna take a bet that was Legolas.
Nope.
Oh, nope. You sure took your sweet ass time.
Hi, Legolas. Where the fuck were you?
Yeah, literally, he was posing fabulously.
Yes, he was posing
He had to
fabulously for the
strike a pose.
camera.
It's at this moment Legolas knew his king was made of bullshit.
Well, that's because Legolas is just too damn perfect.
He really is.
He's got the perfect hair. He's got the perfect aim.
He may even have the touch and the power.
He also has the best. He also has the perfect friendship. Okay, that was just Looney Tunes logic.
Yep. Let's never forget the fact that WB.
I could follow my hot blonde boyfriend, or I could help this guy that I clearly flirted with.
Yeah.
It's so hard to choose.
I wonder if
Okay, Mr.
Tariel is just like.
Hardcore.
I wonder if Tariel's just like, fuck societal standard, or it's I'm going with the short man.
Can you reach down my trousers? He knew my favorite flower.
Not if you keep waiting.
I'm gonna die,
Meanwhile-
woman!
Stop standing around talking about this.
Oh, now you go in. Little
Ben.
too late.
Ben says, "Oh no, he's not."
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wow, thanks. I guess my life doesn't matter to
Lauren?
you.
Lauren, you okay? You feeling okay, buddy?
No,
You doing all right, old buddy, old pal?
Oh, come on. Are you serious, man?
There's a dragon. There's a dragon coming up here to eat both of us. Are you okay?
No, he wants it. I would just throw it.
Do I look like a woman named Annie?
You know what? I don't have your stone, Thorin, and fuck you anyway.
Are we seriously still going to be quoting that fucking game?
Whenever that comes up, I will quote that fucking game.
Ah!
Bender, in case you're wondering, it's that one version of Alone in the Dark that Pro Jared reviewed.
The reboot,
Oh.
sequel, whatever the fuck it was.
It's not as easily defined as DMC Devil May Cry, where it was obviously a reboot. Because there is not enough elements in that game that suggest it could be a prequel.
There's
We're trying. He has the strength of a dragon.
Does anybody remember
Could
that
you
one time?
seriously not take the shaft out of his thigh? I thought you weren't supposed to take out something if it got stabbed. If there is
Somebody
an
just knock
infection-
him out.
If there's an infection, it will make it worse. If it is poisoned, it will make it super worse.
Uber worse?
super duper worse.
Here, let one of you knock him the fuck out. Boys, give him a little anesthetic.
The anesthetic being constant bonks on the head. You know, half of me was tempted to just do the big enough scream.
I refuse.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, oh, ow! Ugh.
Look, what if we just grab some wings and fly out? Where the fuck are we gonna get wings?
Simple.
We
We
cut
start
them off the
flapping our.
dragon.
Simple. We flap our arms until we start flying.
Or we could cut them off the dragon. That would mean we'd have to fight the dragon.
Why don't we just use our cloaks to fly? Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know why you're looking at... Oh. Oh, God, that's horrifying.
Yeah, Bilbo was like, oh dear, did a coin get caught in my jacket or something? And then it's like, oh no, it's raining down from Smaug's scales.
Nobody say
Because
anything.
they're so small to him.
What
Yeah.
if
They're
we push the
essentially
town
dust.
somewhere else? I'm like, that would
What
be
if
absolutely
we push
stupid.
the town somewhere else?
Okay, now you gotta tighten the tourniquet.
Yeah, tighten it so tight that there is no air.
A pillow of
That's made out of
walnuts.
acorn. Yeah, walnuts.
That can't
Walnuts
be
that they bought. Walnuts they bought from Walmart.
Oh, God, it's not even the good ones.
Not even the good ones, huh? You know the Walmart walnuts are just gonna have, they're gonna be about 50% shell. You get inside and it's like a shriveled up.
No, wait,
shriveled up nut.
wait.
They're not.
Wait.
There's no.
Wait.
It's not.
The smaller ones are from Walmart. The bigger ones are from BJ's.
Oh, this is his girlfriend or fiance or wife. She was an elf? Kind of forgot about that. She's a superhero who turns tiny now.
Yep.
She has a stupid pixie haircut.
And she was in a really shitty sequel.
That was somehow a
Close.
trilogy.
Yeah. It was in movie with. Oh dear.
I'm sorry. What are they talking about?
I don't know.
We're talking about quantum entanglement.
I forget if I've already shown you the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Mania, but it's just the memes.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta get back in the mine, swinging a pickaxe from side to side.
How will you die?
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. That's a big fucking worm, that is.
Running.
I didn't know Tom Cruise was in this movie. Running. Guys, it's real easy. Tom Cruise can save us.
Is Kevin O'Brae's okay? He's breathing so heavily. No, that's me.
What do you mean? That's you?
I mean that I'm congested right now and breathing kind of heavy.
Oh, what a coinky dink. I'm a little congested myself.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's going around. Hi, Legolas. You want to do something?
Oh, I plan to do something.
What are you going to do, Legolas?
Bum, bum.
I'm going to kill this son of a bitch.
Now we know how we got Pro Cleaver.
Hit him!
Yeah, why did you just...
Hit him,
Oh,
you
damn it,
stupid
Legolas.
pointy-eared bastard!
Did Legolas inhale the retard gas from Young Justice?
I think he might have. Oh, Superman punch. Now he
Oh,
knows how
okay.
to.
Ow.
Now he knows how to
Ow.
strike.
Ow. Dude, just grab an arrow and stab him. Grab an arrow and
Yeah, do
a flip.
Oliver Queen.
Oh, okay, there you go. Or do that. Stab him in the damn head, Legolas.
I get the distinct impression he's letting this one live because he's going to be important later.
That or
Yeah.
Legolas just wants a challenge. Peter Jackson was like, okay, I need to tone down Legolas'
He's like,
badass.
wait a second.
Oh,
Blood.
oh crap.
Someone's going to
funny.
pay.
It's funny that this film has like that long take action shot, and Daredevil came out the next fucking year.
Yeah, Daredevil stole from this movie. Well, no, Daredevil came out 2 years later.
2 years later, yeah.
Yeah, so Daredevil had to have taken
Meanwhile,
inspiration.
But no, seriously. It's cool when they actually do long take fight scenes, because those are really neat. Like, those actually, if you have a good, well done long take.
But then Alex will go back on this with
How did he not get burned?
With a certain film that doesn't exist.
Listen. That is not a well-done long-take fight scene. That is one of the most poorly done long-take fight scenes in the history of cinema. It makes me... it convinced me that Rian Johnson didn't even look down the fucking camera lens.
Oh, crap.
How do you not look down the fucking viewfinder to be able to tell that, like, the fucking choreography whiffed? Like, Goon number 1 whiffed his choreography, and now he's completely out of alignment, and now Daisy's swinging at nothing. How do you...
I think the better question you should be asking yourself is, how do you make the original trilogy's choreography look better?
How did he make... No. Okay, so Luke and Vader's fights, those look really good. How does he make the fight between Obi-Wan and Vader between like what was it, like a 75-year-old man and a guy who can't fucking see because of the mask.
65-year-old man, but
65-year-old man and a man who can't see out of his helmet look better because
He-
we're going off topic.
Oh. Did you just call me fat? I've been trying to go on a diet.
I can do more push-ups than you, Oakenshield.
Oh crap. Oh crap.
It's a good
Thank
thing
God
the fusion
stone is
does
durable
not
enough.
exist in the Lord of the Rings universe, or else you would all be roasted.
Thank God that was steel they just hid behind. Oh. Nice.
It took a dragon to reignite the forges.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep.
This would have been a great place to end it.
Yep.
So how
They don't
how
have
long
a
is that
Jeffy.
in real measurements of time?
About, I don't know, a minute.
About 12 moments. How long is that? 5 shakes of a lamb's backside. Hey, how long is that?
2 minutes. Shh. Wait, a tick? It was 2 minutes 5 minutes ago.
Of course, I'm vertically challenged enough not to reach this.
I'm going to jump. Don't try and stop me.
You
This
should
is-
do a backflip.
This is so much better than any of the arm up scenes, and I'm going to stop talking about Rings of Power one of these days.
One of these days.
One of these
It's
days.
not today.
One of those soulful
Now.
days.
Oh!
Watch out!
Ah,
My only weakness.
liquid
How
gold.
did you know?
Did we get him?
No.
Congratulations, you gave me a bath. Anything else you want to do?
Well, I would use my Morning Star whip, but I ended up trading that in.
And I ended up losing the sword I traded it in for.
It's really dumb in hindsight.
Guys, aim higher.
They did.
Can you
Aim
take
lower.
me higher?
They did.
Okay, now, suggestion. Did you try going for the eyes?
To a
They
place
did.
where blind men see. Can you take me higher? To a place
What is this,
where
Creed?
golden streams.
I didn't know we were watching a Creed AMV.
Well, there are literal golden streams here, so.
Yeah. And the Oscar goes to... You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Why am I so clumsy?
Seriously? I
We
don't
didn't even
get it.
establish I was clumsy. Thank God the ring didn't fall out.
Yep. You would think Thorin would start burning up near all that molten metal.
You would think. Oh, I think I lost him. It's over. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. Did you forget who the fuck I am?
I kind of did.
Now, nobody can complain about Bilbo going to the Prometheus school of running away from things because he is running away from a fucking dragon.
Actually came from a place called the Shire.
Especially the one that nearly killed me. And why not?
Because it'll be mean. You're not very nice, Mr. Smaug.
Of course not. I'm fucking evil. Oh.
I will eat that entire town, starting with that fat fry they elected as mayor.
You and what army?
A
Not really
golden
an army so
army.
much as a squad.
Oh, please. We both know that you don't possess that crown.
Who says I need a crown? I'm sorry, what?
Bum-ba-da-bum, bum-ba-dum, bum.
Ba-ba-da. Oh.
It really is a shame. I love this.
Oh.
I love this statue here.
It is a nice statue.
It's so
Yeah.
pretty.
I
Pretty,
must have
pretty,
sex
shiny,
with it.
shiny.
Kaboom.
Yeah,
Kaboom.
it's kind of a shame that it didn't have time to
Oh.
cool, because it is a really neat statue.
Yeah.
Fun
Oh, I
fact, gold
see.
does not require a lot of heat to completely melt.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm turning into an Academy Award.
Oh! Pain! The suffering!
And the
Oh,
Oscar
it
for Best
hurts!
Actor goes to Leonardo DiCaprio. I will not be made into a statue.
Revenge!
You know, in hindsight, that probably wasn't a good idea. Because we kind of pissed him off. I love that shot.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Never skip wing day, bros. Never skip wing day.
Especially not on a day like today.
Going to end this movie. No, seriously, I'm literally going to end this movie.
Like, right now.
Yeah, you're all screwed.
That has taken on a completely different meaning in in the 12 years since this film came out.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I
That
have
has
become Woe, destroyer of many.
Now I have become Smaug.
What have we
destroyer of
done?
Cities.
Well, you fucked up.
And the
That's
movie's
what-
over.
Yeah, that man. I remember a lot of people being pissed off.
I was one of them.
This is a great way to end a film, I think. It's a nice cliffhanger.
It is, but you didn't need to drag it out to a third movie. You could have had that. You could have had this be in
Well,
one
anyway,
film.
I feel like this is an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's an 8 out of 10 for me.
Toby Emmerich. I
Yeah.
I would not. I like the idea of this as a trilogy in format, and I like that they pulled in stuff that was cut out of Fellowship and Two Towers and Return of the King, stuff that was referenced but not actually shown. And I like how they took things that were meant for like other versions, like reissues and whatnot, and put it in. But there's some rough stuff here and there.
They
but-
needed to cut out. They needed to cut out those scenes with Evangeline Lilly.
Toriel, I like her as a character. What there is of it.
But what does
they
she
did not
add
do...
to this movie other
Well, yeah,
than
I was
she
gonna-
saves?
I was gonna say she did not do enough. She did not she is Legolas could have done everything that she did in this film.
Yeah,
and it would
that-
have been fine.
Yeah, like why didn't they just give her role to Legolas? In fact, what did Legolas even do other than kill people?
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. Legolas, like people speculated Legolas was supposed to be one of the unnamed elves, since they interact with his fucking dad. But it's an issue of a lot of things have these days where they have too many characters and not enough to do. And because Legolas
even
is
with
popular, they're like, okay, well, Tolkien was maybe going to be putting Legolas into a later draft of this book, but he didn't. Yeah, Ed Sheeran's "Icy Fire." I like this song.
Yeah.
I like all three of the ending songs to The Hobbit, but
Me too.
there's evidence to support that Tolkien wanted to put Legolas into the book, in the later versions. There's other, and there's other things where like we could have done this, we could have done that. I think that they should have done, because they have enough runtime, they could have done more with both of the characters, and like Legolas does, good enough. Like he's not completely superfluous in this trilogy, and neither is
He's not, but he
neither
could have been
is-
more utilized.
Yeah, neither is Toriel, but Toriel does not have enough to do that she couldn't have been cut out entirely, unfortunately. And I'm just looking at this like purely critically. Brian Sargent and Peter Veer Jones were the spiders. Excuse me. Matt Smith was Squint?
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
Huh.
The 11th Doctor. I did not know the 11th
I
Doctor
didn't
was
know
in
he
this
was
movie.
in this film.
And this would have been around the time when season 7 was wrapped up.
And this would have been
Yeah.
around the time that you remember that really good edit of Sherlock finding the TARDIS?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, this would have been around the time that would have been popular, right?
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
See, I think part of the problem comes from, the way Warner Brothers makes films these days. Because this is around the time that this started really, really happening. Even, it started infecting even the good films. where they didn't have enough planning ahead of time, and they'd go to film, and then it's like, oh, we need more here. And some of the scenes that are reshoots are, they make sense. But it's also like, why was this not filmed on the day? Was there another scene that was filmed on the day that would have served the same purpose? And then, then this all sort of tumbles down and becomes worse.
Yes.
They're out 2016 and 2017, and then all up until like them spending fucking, what was it, $250 million on each fucking movie and not making the money back, like, Wonder Woman 84 and Birds of Prey and
the list goes on.
Yeah, we can keep going, but I'm not going to. Everybody already knows. Nah. I mean, honestly, this is just a big old issue with Hollywood in general. And people said, oh, Lord of the Rings had reshoots too. Lord of the Rings had additional photography.
It's not the same as reshoots.
So reshoots and pickups both fall under the umbrella of additional photography, right? Pickups are additional takes of the same scene meant to fix either continuity errors or like if they didn't get a good take of something, and if the film got corrupted, or if the film got destroyed or damaged, or if the footage got corrupted, and you have to go back and redo something, that's fine, that's understandable, it sucks, but you gotta do it. Reshoots are typically like we rewrote new scenes into an existing script, or we wanted to go back for additional comedic takes that don't match the thing, or we have to rewrite, we have to write somebody out. It's not the same thing. And everybody, it's disingenuous to say otherwise. Everybody knows what I mean when I say reshoots, massive amounts of reshoots that change what the film is in post or after principal photography are a bad thing. There's only a handful of reshoots that I can name off that actually improve the film. Top Gun would not have won its Oscar, and the story would not have been nearly as strong if it wasn't for the I think it was 2 days worth of reshoots that they did on that, because somebody said that one particular scene didn't need to be in the film, and so they cut it before, and then when they did testing, it was like we need this scene, and so they had to go back and film it. That's one thing. The ending of Die Hard with a Vengeance, all that past a certain point, that's reshoots. If you've ever seen the original ending, that ending was dog shit.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog with the shoe stuff. That, I don't think that film would have had nearly as strong of a plot if Robotnik hadn't been running down the footprints in the shoes. That's amazing to say. But yeah. But then you have changing the plot of Thor the Dark World in post-production. And Thor the Dark World probably wouldn't have been a great film anyways. It's like a 6 or a 6.5 out of 10. Just objectively speaking. But there's problems with it, and you can see where the problems happen, and it's all in the reshoots. And I remember just about everybody on the cast of that film hated doing the reshoots for that. It was like, oh, why are we changing this now? We did all this stuff. back then, and now we have to redo it. They left Idris Elba hanging from a goddamn harness for like 6 hours, I think. They had to have Anthony Hopkins come back and trumpet fanfare, and I see fire. Yeah, not a whole lot of subtitles, whatnot. That's cool.
Subtitles by the man who brings us all of the subtitles.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins complained about the reshoots on Thor: The Dark World too, and I think that was part
Because
of
of
the reason why he insisted on being written out of Thor after that, because he just didn't want to come back. He didn't want to have to spend like 6 hours in the makeup.
Well,
chair
anyway,
to not act
tomorrow we're back with Badass.
Yes.
Yeah.
And next week we will be trying to find a way with one Echidna, voiced by Heimdall.
Yes, we will be.
Well,
Until then, we will see you later.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
You know where to find me and Kevin. Go